Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I go by the name of C's, aka Proud Poppa. Pardon the stumble, man. Because we started up and then a phone call came in, and before we knew it, we were cut out, because I was answering the call, because I'm still adjusting to all of this. So everybody who was in there, man, come on in. You're in a safe environment, man. Today we're talking about things that will benefit all of us, man. If you're this skin color, it'll benefit you, man. If you have $1 million mindset, it'll benefit you. So let's get it going now. All right, man, my partner in crime is in the building. Let's see what's cracking. Yeah, man. Real talk, man. Come on to the front of the congregation, my brother.
Hey, good morning, baby.
Good morning, my man. How you doing, my guy?
I'm all right. I just had to come to the bank this morning to withdraw something, and deposit some of my blessings too, right? I got some prayers that I deposit.
Man.
Can you hear me good?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, okay. No, I was just depositing some prayers, and I got a few dollars out that I had to get, right? So
I swear, man.
Later on and look for some blessings. But in the meantime, I'm at a bank here, man. You at a bank too?
Yeah, man. That's what I was saying. It's a wild coincidence, man. I am outside of a Royal Bank right now, and you know what's so funny about this? It takes me back to the very first conversation that we ever had.
You remember that conversation?
I swear I do, man. And it's only fitting that we have this situation in front of the bank right now. I'm telling you, man. But you said something that was so crazy to me one time, because I know we got about 5-10 minutes to chop it up and to really educate people on some things. So you said something that was so crazy to me one time. Do you remember what you told me?
Oh, yeah,
what you asked me, actually.
Things. I remember business-related things, regarding brands, and then I remember telling you that we don't have no banks of Africa here. We have a lot of descendants, ancestors from Africa and Canada, but we don't have a Bank of Africa. Right now, I'm in one of these Chinese banks.
I swear.
And one of the Asian banks. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the Asians, but we built this country. So why don't we have a bank here? Not 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. There should be one in every province.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? How many black banks have you ever seen?
Pardon me?
How many black banks you ever seen?
I never seen none, brother. But I know one thing though, from doing some research, that Africa and Canada, they do like 1.6 or 7 trillion dollars a year in business. I mean, billion dollars a year in business. And then Canada's importing like almost $1 billion in goods from Africa. Like there's crazy business that happens between the two countries that there should be a bank going. But the government, once again, they're pulling wool over our people's eyes, and we're not getting the proper services that we deserve as a culture.
But why do you think it's the case though? Like, how come? Okay, so if Africa, which has a high population of black folk, right, are so powerful, and you know that there are a couple billionaires in the Forbes list that are from Africa, right? A couple of multi-millionaires and billionaires. Why do you think that there are not more banks in this establishment? Do you think that there's a blockage or something going on that's preventing that from happening?
Well, unfortunately, brother, it comes back to politics. Like everything comes back to politics. We don't have no black MPPs. So when conversations are going, we have a few, but we don't have enough in Ottawa, so that when the conversation's coming up for equality for all, like I said, once again, our race and our culture doesn't get a fair shake. The Jewish people, they can open up all kinds of banks. The Asians can open up all kinds of banks. If you go in certain parts in Toronto, the Indians run the banks in their area. Like each demographic area, the way it is now, has their own people in the banks in that area, except for us. You can go to Jane and Finch, and they still got tons of other cultures running the banks up there. But yet, if I go to Richmond Hill, it's nothing but Chinese in there running the bank from the top to the bottom.
Because I also think the thing that's preventing black people from opening up their own banks is a trust issue. Because for some reason, we can trust our finances with other people, but we can't trust our finances with our own people. But in your opinion, like, why do you think that's the case? Like, because in my personal opinion, I just think that because of the separation from back in the day, where they separated black people and they made black people not trust each other, even in the days of Shaka Zulu, they made Shaka Zulu question his own people and do all types of things that went from his culture. So I think it's all embedded from back then. But what do you think, though?
Oh no, you're right. You're so right. Like all them little thorns that's in the bush, that, you know what I mean? They all add up over years and over time. So, oh no,
right.
you're definitely true. I mean, you're definitely right. So what we need is, at the end of the day, unity. But now, if you're talking about let's keep it real. Me and you want to start a black bank, right?
Right.
There's certain politicians and people we would have to go talk to. So to go talk to them people, you got to basically have your team together. But the government subsidizes all banks. I know they do in some type of way. So you have to interact with high government officials. We don't have the black people in power to do that, because we're getting sidetracked. Don't get me wrong. There's so many black issues to deal with when you get in Ottawa. Maybe a black bank isn't the first priority, because there's so much other shit that has happened to us over the years, and that governments and constituents and MPPs might focus on, right? So I just hope that someday in my life I get to see some black banks here, because we're behind the 8 ball. I'm tired of living like this, begging for shit. Like,
I'm telling you, because you have to get a loan here, you have to prove yourself there, you have to draw paperwork and everything to prove yourself here and there. Now I know, even if we as people had our own banks, we have to go through the same process. And just like Take On Top is saying, everything is designed to separate us. You're not lying, man. Like, everything is designed to separate us. And I just want to say shout out to every single person that is on here supporting, and even giving some input in this whole thing.
Shout out, much love to all the people, all the brothers and sisters that's on here this morning. Got up on the bed to tune in with us, or on their way to work, or whatever the case may be.
You could be anywhere in the world. Right, they could be anywhere in the world, but they're here with us, man.
And the good thing is this conversation is beneficial to all, because even if you're not of our culture, or you're a black person and you're on here listening right now, if you want every other culture to win and you're for unity and equality, this conversation is good for you, because we're all partaking, hopefully, in the betterment of our people. So
I love that. I love that. Yo, man, you know what? I know you have things to do, because I'm a Proud Poppa, you're a Proud Poppa too. But is there anything else that you want to say in closing to the people? You think anything that you think is vital for people today? Something that will empower people today and lift people up today?
Yeah, for sure. Just, if you can, I'd like everybody to just take a second or two right now and think to themselves, what can they do to risk the transmission of COVID-19 today? Whether it's, like I said, we all have pretty good hygiene, I would hope. So maybe you could wash your hands a little bit more. Maybe instead of throwing your mask, you might say, guess what? I'm going to put it in the garbage. Get some hand sanitizer. We're just trying to beat this right now. I think we got it kind of down. The numbers are down. Things are looking up. We want to open up for the summer, man, if we can. Like, I'm tired of living like this.
And I want to say in closing, in regards to COVID, right?
Yeah.
Every single establishment is always pushing a vaccine. Every single establishment is always pushing all these different things that we're supposed to put in our bodies. But let me let the people know right now, please nourish your mind, body, and soul. First of all, make sure you stay healthy, stay hydrated, take your vitamins, your supplements, all that good stuff, and just think positive. Yeah, and you'll be good. Good morning, TZ. What up? And everything will be A+. So, my guy, I got to run. Anything else you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
That's it. Just God bless everybody. Stay safe. Keep the faith. And guess what? Keep your higher power, and everything's going to be all right. One love.
All right. Walk tall, think rich, don't buy your head unless in the face of God, because if you do, you'll drop your crown, and you do not want to do that, because you're kings and queens. I go by the name of Proud Poppa, and I'm with Real Talk, and this is Real Talk with Proud Poppa. All right, man.
What's up, Proud Poppa?
All right. Salute, my guy.
Salute.